guys, so the plan today is to test this new camera system. This should be a perfect solution for anyone who wants to improve the security of their home, shop or whatever. It was a shave under £200 on Amazon. Everything is included already. They haven't tried to reinvent the wheel, but they went for a very good balance of quality and price. So they are 1080p cameras. The main system can take up to 8 cameras, 4 are already near, all wireless. There is already a 1 terabyte hard drive inside. We'll check on the quality of that as well, and we'll set it up and see what it's like. Already the packaging, it's very nice and easy. So already here we have the main unit, VGA port, HDMI, network, USB, power, the adapter will be inside. We will also open this to check what type of hard drive is inside. Software and a little manual, a couple of camera signs, all the power adapters. So we have the mouse, a larger adapter which I assume is for the main unit itself. This should have a 1.5 meter cable, and smaller adapter with apparently a 3 meters cable to then bring it to the camera. Let's check on that already. Okay guys, just to let you know, the cable on the adapter for the cameras is actually about 125 centimeters long. So despite what is written on the description, I would say the cable is a bit shorter, not a main thing, but something to keep in mind. And the one for the main adapter is also about 1.2. Each camera comes, of course, with its own aerial, can be installed over there. There is also a further adapter for an extended aerial for when you put the cameras potentially quite far away. The cameras are adjustable through screw system, and I assume this is also to adjust the angle of it as well. So the Allen key, it is inside a little bag over there, so also the tilting angles can be adjusted, and then by locking it can be put into position. So I have a network cable. Let's open the main unit so we can check the quality of the hard drive, and then we shall install everything. To open the main unit, I just removed the 4 screws holding the chassis, and let's have a look inside and see what we have. Okay, I'm very reassured by this. I don't know if you can see, guys, the hard drive is a Seagate hard drive. Is a very well known brand, is one of the major brands. You can check it online. But yeah, I'm very reassured that there is a quality hard drive in the machine, so that should guarantee no problem whatsoever with regards to the footage and with regards of reliability of the machine. So I just checked the length of this booster aerial, and the length of the cable is 3 meters. So again, fantastic with regards to putting the cameras away from the main unit. Let's set it up. Maybe final thing, the manual. There we go. We have a little manual with regards of how to set up the cameras, how to configure them for exclusion zones, time and everything else. We'll go through it later on, and we will try to put this not just on a television, but potentially on my phone, a tablet or whatever else. Okay guys, just a quick update now. We are nearly ready to put it onto the television. All I did is connecting an HDMI cable. It's not in the box, so do be aware that you need either an HDMI or a VGA cable. We connected the network. That is the mouse, then is provided. Bit of a chip and chair for mouse, but it should be working absolutely fine for what we need. And that is of course the cable for the power. So just to show you, this, as you can see, is just a totally normal television. The system at the moment is switched off. I'm going to power it on as we speak, and let's see what happens. So lights have come on, and let's go for a ride. At the moment I haven't turned on the cameras yet, so while the system is booting, I'm just going around the house to turn on the cameras as well, and then you will see straight away what happens. Okay, so cameras are now on. Brilliant. Okay, they are already coming online. Sorry, they are not exactly very straight at the moment. I just temporarily put them somewhere to test them out. It seems that it's configuring the network as well. That is a camera that I put inside a closet. I wanted to test the sensor for the night view, so it is fully understandable that the camera is in black and white because the closet is totally dark. There are several options that can be configured with the cameras, changing the color, changing information. We need to adjust the time and everything else, so give me a second, let me go into the configuration and see what we can do. Okay guys, so to change the time, for example, is nice and simple to do. Just go inside the general setup, choose the time setup, the time zone, and then just enable the synchronization. One thing that I noticed, and this will be very, very important, for example, for the continuity of footage, you also have a feature where every day or once a week, for example, the system can automatically adjust the time, so it keeps everything up and running properly. There are so many other features that can be chosen. Let's go for a full 1080p. There we go. Wow. Well guys, we have changed now the resolution to full 1080p. The cameras were very, very good before, but well, don't know if you can see what I'm seeing, but the quality now is absolutely amazing. Definitely they are incredibly sharp. They are pin sharp and very good resolution. So let's try now setting up this system through the phone. As you can see, this is the wireless manual that came with it. Let's see with regards to scanning the code. And so I've just downloaded the app, did the initial sign in, and now let's see if we can add a camera. Right, so once we have this screen, I think what we need to do is getting onto the setup wizard, and then I just count the cloud ID. Give it a name. Okay, successful. Let's have a look. Fantastic. And there we go. So let me just make it a bit brighter. So as you can see, let me close this as well. The same camera that we have onto the screen, we now have on my phone as well. So you can actually take your cameras with you wherever you go. And so guys, cutting a long story short, yes, I can definitely recommend the system. The positive and the negatives about it. I like the fact that they kept it to a standard and they know it has been proven, it works well. They didn't try to reinvent the wheels. The cameras do look like cameras, and that's fantastic because they are also a brilliant deterrent once they are outside. The signal works incredibly well. The resolution is astonishing, and even in the darkness they work very well with the infrared lights. The main unit, again, they didn't go for anything you know, crazy. Is quite a basic system, but it works well. The components that they've used are top quality components, and I really appreciate that. And it can take up to 8 cameras anyway if it's needed. We noticed how feature-rich is the menu and how easy it is to install it to the phone or tablets or whatever you want to, so full positive on that. What I didn't like, I would have appreciated a cable to attach the unit to the television, so an HDMI or VGA cable, but in fairness a lot of brands don't do that. But the main thing that I didn't particularly like is the length of the cable to then attach the cameras. I did find it quite short, 1.2 meter, even with the little extra from the camera, it is a bit of a limitation, and in a couple of situations I had to use an extension lead. So keep that in mind. For, you know, some people could be absolutely fine. In my case, was a bit of a problem. But apart from that, as I said, for the price, the quality is astonishing. And yeah, keep in mind the consideration about the cable, but for the rest, it is definitely a recommended system, and it is definitely a brilliant system. Guys, I appreciated you going through the whole video. Thumbs up if you like the review. Let me know if I can answer any question, and I'll do my best to help you out. And if you could subscribe, it would be appreciated. Thank you, and see you at the next one.